All right, but with this large crowd, I'm going to use my voice tonight. So if we could all stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let the record show that all board members are present and in attendance, with the exception of Mr. McCann and Mr. Antonello. You're good? You can hear me? No announcements here, no cards regarding public comment about the agenda, so we'll move into the approval of minutes. Can I have a motion, please, to approve the minutes of the July 9th, 2024 annual reorg meeting?
So moved.
I'm sorry. I also need approval of the regular meeting and the July 29th special education meeting. Special meeting.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We're going to move into personnel. Mr. Cameron?
Thank you, Mr. Tussey. I'd like to offer our consent agenda as everything listed in your personnel agenda for all items from A1 through other. We have a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Tussey.
All right. Thank you. Curriculum update. Mrs. Morrison?
Good evening, everybody. We are looking forward to welcoming 11 new teachers and professional staff members to the district at New Teacher Orientation on August 27th, 28th, and 29th. At the orientation, they will receive an introduction to the various technology platforms that the district utilizes. They will take part in Stop the Bleed and active shooter training. They will have time to meet with the principals and directors in their home buildings. They will receive an overview of the new teacher mentor programs, the special education department, curriculum and instruction, human resources, and they will take a guided tour of the school district on a school bus around town. So we're looking forward to welcoming those teachers the last week of August. Following new teacher orientation, we have two grade superintendent's conference days planned on August 30th and September 3rd. Throughout the two-day event, faculty and staff will hear a keynote from Dr. Romanelli about the importance of human connections. We will be reviewing district safety plans, the IEP and 504 documents of students. We will be completing mandated trainings and providing teachers with some time for classroom preparation and welcome back fun. And in turn, we look forward to welcoming all students back to school on September 4th. We have an exciting year ahead in the area of curriculum and instruction. District initiatives in this regard will be shared shortly via the Education Committee report. So thank you, Mr. Tussey.
Thank you. We do have a couple of board committees to report on. The first one will be our policy committee. I'm going to ask Mr. Cameron to report on that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tussey. I do offer tonight the second reading of the Code of Conduct based on some revisions that we shared at the previous meeting. And if there's no concerns about the second reading, I'd like to request a motion to adopt those changes this evening.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Tussey.
Thank you. All right, next up we have the Education Committee, and for that we have Mrs. Marks.
Good evening. On Monday, August 12th, the Education Committee met. Start time was 6:30 p.m. All members of the committee were in attendance, including all board members who were present, with the exception of Rich Antonello. The summer updates, summer investigations for grades 1 through 5 was held this summer, and data is being sent to principals, each building principal for review. End of school year, extended school year, ESY held in Manitowoc under our special education administrative team. They said it was a great experience. I had really good feedback for that. Discussed superintendent's conference days that Mrs. Morrison just discussed, and we have 253 students registered for pre-K this year. The initiatives discussed for the upcoming school year are embedding NYSET's future vision of education into our curriculum and overall practices, a lot of which, not a lot, but some has already been incorporated into what we're already doing. And their vision is posted on the NYSET website that you can refer to. Successful implementation of the electronic device policy, continued advancement of the district's literacy initiatives, including foundations starting in grade 3, continued training and piloting
Mrs. Marks. Excuse me. We'll move into Finance Committee. Mrs. Kelly?
Thank you, Mr. Cussy. The Finance Committee met on August 12, 2024. Committee members present were myself, Christina Marks, and Peter Can. Board members present were Anthony Tussey, Debbie Brown, and Quinn Bedell. Administrators present, Dr. Paul Romanelli, Elisa Pilati, Dawn Morrison, and James Cameron. Purpose of the meeting was to discuss discussion of pertinent fiscal matters. The meeting was called to order at 7:08 p.m. The following were presented and accepted by the committee: the treasurer's report, school district funds for May, extracurricular for May and June, payroll summary for May, financial statements for May, internal claims audit report, June and July, system manager audit trail for May, June, and July, payroll certifications for 6/12, 6/24, 6/26, 7/8, 7/10, and 7/25/2024. Review of the warrants, review of board agenda finance items, approval of budget transfers 2023-24 and 2024-25, approval of the 2024-2025 tax levy, approval of surplus, Beach Street, 1,000 books from ELA book room, and Udall, 1,000 books from ELA book room. Approval of the 2024-2025 contract. Brookville Center for Children's Services Incorporated, Da Vinci Educational and Research LLC Consultant Services, Developmental Disabilities Institute, Dragonfly ABA, Eden 2 School for Autistic Children, Home Care Therapies LLC, doing business as Verizon Healthcare Staffing, Long Island Developmental Consulting, Long Island Tutorial Services, Metro Therapy Incorporated, Milestones in Home Care Incorporated, New York Therapy Placement Services Incorporated, PTT Therapies of Western Suffolk, PT, OT, SLE, and LLD, Serene Home Nursing Agency, Tender Age Pediatric Therapies. The discussion item was the committee reviewed a memorandum from the Food Service Director regarding the request for an increase in school breakfast prices for 2024-25 school year. The current price of the school breakfast in middle and high school is $1.50. In light of rising food prices and current breakfast prices at Long Island districts, the district will be raising the school breakfast price to $1.75. This increase will be placed on the August planning session for board approval. The meeting was adjourned at 7:15 p.m.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Kelly. We'll move into Building and Grounds with Mr. Bedell.
Good evening. Buildings and Grounds met on August 12th at 6:30. We talked about Sarah as we went, the board went for a tour of Sarah before that. It's set to open in September for the students, and we took a look at all the work that they did, and it seems like they did everything that they said they were going to do. They replaced the roof, they did a lot of site work, parking lots. We did the entire inside of the building. Pretty impressive that they got it done in such a short period of time. The only thing that we will continue to do is the grounds maintenance. We're doing several construction projects throughout the district. We're doing district office security vestibule, which is on timeline. We had outside company come in and still redoing 3 of our baseball fields, which hasn't been done in a number of years. We had a lot of stuff that our in-district employees did. We did the Bayview got a new Gaga pit. We're redoing a lot of doors and door seals at the entrances of the building. We had a lot of concrete work and sidewalks done by a contractor. We paved and patched the parking lots. At Paul J. Blue, where the bus depot bus building is, we extended the entrance along with filling in a sinkhole at Paul J. Blue. Our grounds department is in the process of restriping all the parking lots for the beginning of the school year. Udall is going to be getting new goalposts on the football field as theirs are in pretty bad shape. At Currahee, they're going to be getting a new playground. That might be done before school starts, but if not, I'm sure it'll be after. And then our
Thank you, Mr. Bedell. And I just kind of want to add to that what he said about Miss Sarah. We were all there, and the place is really astonishing. I took a tour of Miss Sarah, I guess it was 4 years ago, obviously before Dr. Romanelli came in, when we were still considering options of what to do, and it was in really, really poor shape. And seeing the transformation and how quickly they got it done, it's incredible, it's exciting. Again, I say job well done to every person who really helped get this moving in the direction that it did. I know a lot of work by Dr. Romanelli and his team, and even the board through the years to make this happen, and I'm very proud of that. And I think everybody up here should be as well. So, thank you, Mr. Bedell. We'll move into business items with Ms. Pilati.
Thank you, Mr. Tussey. Good evening. May I have a motion for the approval of budget transfers 4424 through 4432 in the general fund and 4426 through 4436 in the capital fund?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the 2024-25 contracts as listed on the agenda?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the surplus miscellaneous books at Beach and Newville Middle Schools?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
May I have a motion for the approval of the 2024-25 tax levy resolution?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Pilati. Can I have a motion, please, for the approval of the resolution regarding the destruction of unused ballots and full ballot booklets not used at the January 23rd, 2024 bond vote for the high school pool?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion of approval regarding the resolution, State Environmental Quality Review Act, which is proposed site improvements and construction project, including kitchen renovations and parking lot at Miss Sarah Middle School?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion of approval regarding the appointment of the board committees and liaisons for 2024-25 school year?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can I have a motion of approval, please, regarding the stipulation of settlement and release regarding student A?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Romanelli?
Thank you, Mr. Tussey. Just also want to apologize for the technical difficulties in the microphones this evening. Ms. Davis is taking notes on all of our conversation up here, so if anybody at home is unable to hear the video, we will have minutes posted to the website. I apologize to the back as well if it's tough to hear. We welcome you to move up if you're having trouble hearing back there. A few announcements, just real quick. I know Ms. Morrison mentioned Superintendent's Conference Day. We're very excited for that. We have our infamous letter to staff being mailed out today, so people should be receiving the Welcome Back to School letter. We're at just about the 2-week mark until staff reports on the 30th, and we also have students are going to be reporting on September 4th, so we're very, very excited for that, for the first day of school coming up. We want to congratulate Beach Street Middle School for being named an AMLE School of Distinction. That's the Association of Middle Level Education. It's a truly rigorous process that they went through, and it's a prestigious honor. It recognizes and celebrates schools that are actively implementing the essential attributes and characteristics of successful middle grade education. So really just a big congratulations to all of the staff at Beach Street Middle School. It's a really great accomplishment. We're excited to celebrate with them at the kickoff of this school year. You can see more in depth about that on the AMLE website if you want to check it out. It's AMLE. So very, very proud of them. We also are focusing on opening up a school, and one of our main focuses, of course, besides the instruction piece of things, is school safety. We'll be talking about our school safety plans at our upcoming planning session and approving our individual school building safety plans before the start of school. We also have a district safety plan that's required to be approved as well. We have it posted on our district website. There is a Google form with it that anyone in the community can give feedback. You can read through the full draft of the district safety plan, give any feedback that you'd like via that form. We do take it into account, and then we meet with Mr. McAlevey and our safety team and take a look at any sort of other updates that we might need to put into the plan for the coming year. But all those will be in place for the start of school, and we're looking forward to a really safe and productive school year. So thank you, Mr. Tussey.
Thank you. All right, is there anyone in the public who wishes to speak on any topic? I think the answer to that is no. So that's a nice, quick summer meeting, getting ready for the start of school, as Dr. Romanelli said. So at this time, can I have a motion, please, to adjourn to exec session where the board will discuss negotiation, litigation, and personnel? Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.